I've written the full storytelling script in a reusable writing block. Have you ever seen a room full of experts fail at something that one ordinary person solved in minutes? What if the person everyone ignored turned out to be the one who changed everything? Not because he wanted money, fame, or recognition, but because he chose kindness when the world had stopped believing in him. Before we begin this incredible story, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Your support helps our channel, Kindness Paradise, share more inspiring stories that remind us how powerful kindness can be. Now, let's begin. The private jet sat on the runway under the bright Texas sun. Engineers walked around it with frustrated faces. Mechanics checked wires, screens, and engines again and again. Millions of dollars worth of equipment surrounded the aircraft, but nothing seemed to work. Standing nearby was Victoria Hayes, one of the most successful CEOs in America. She owned a technology company worth billions and was known for her confidence. That morning, she had made a bold announcement. "I'll pay $1 million to anyone who can fix this jet before sunset," she said. The challenge quickly spread across social media and news channels. Experts arrived from different cities. Some came for the money. Others came for the prestige. But hour after hour, nobody succeeded. By late afternoon, Victoria was furious. "I've hired the best people in the country," she said. "How can nobody solve this problem?" The crowd remained silent. At the edge of the airport stood a man named Daniel Carter. Daniel was a single father raising his 10-year-old daughter, Lily. Life had not been easy for him. After losing his wife several years earlier, he worked multiple jobs to support his little family. One of those jobs was cleaning maintenance areas at the airport. Most people barely noticed him. His work clothes were old. His boots were worn. To many people, he looked like just another worker passing through. As Daniel pushed a cleaning cart near the jet, he overheard the mechanics discussing the issue. He stopped for a moment. Something about the problem sounded familiar. Years earlier, before life became difficult, Daniel had worked as an aircraft technician. He loved the job, but after family hardships, he had left the profession. He quietly listened. Then he noticed something. A very small detail. The kind of detail most people overlooked. Daniel hesitated. He didn't want attention. But he also saw how stressed everyone was. Finally, he walked toward the group. One mechanic laughed. "Buddy, we are kind of busy here." Daniel smiled politely. "I understand. I just think I might know what's wrong." Several people exchanged amused looks. Victoria crossed her arms. "You know what's wrong?" Daniel nodded. "I think so." The crowd began whispering. Nobody took him seriously. After all, dozens of experts had already failed. Why would a janitor know something they didn't? Victoria sighed. "Fine. You have 4 minutes." People laughed. Some even pulled out their phones to record what they expected would be another failure. Daniel calmly climbed the aircraft stairs. He entered the cockpit. The crowd watched. 1 minute passed. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Then Daniel reached behind a panel, adjusted a hidden connection, restarted a system, and checked a display. A moment later, the jet systems came alive. Lights flashed. Screens activated. The engine indicators turned green. The aircraft was fixed. For several seconds, nobody spoke. The entire runway became silent. Then the mechanics rushed forward. "It's working." "Impossible." "How did he do that?" Victoria stared in disbelief. She climbed into the jet herself and checked every system. Everything worked perfectly. When she returned, she looked at Daniel differently. For the first time, she truly saw him. Not his clothes. Not his job title. The person. "You fixed it," she whispered. Daniel simply nodded. Victoria shook her head. "How?" Daniel explained the issue. A tiny connection had been overlooked because everyone was focused on larger, more complicated possibilities. Sometimes the simplest answer hides in plain sight. The CEO stood quietly for a moment. Then she smiled. "A bet is a bet." She instructed her assistant to prepare the $1 million payment. The crowd applauded. But Daniel surprised everyone. He looked uncomfortable. "I appreciate it," he said, "but I don't need that much money." Victoria blinked. "You just earned it." Daniel smiled. "There are families in this city struggling more than I am." If possible, I'd like part of it to help them. The crowd fell silent again. This time for a different reason. Most people imagined what they would buy with $1 million. Daniel was thinking about strangers. Victoria looked at him carefully. Why would you do that? Daniel glanced at a photo of Lily inside his wallet. Because when my wife passed away, kindness from strangers helped my daughter and me survive. People gave us food, support, and hope. I've never forgotten that. His words touched everyone listening. Even Victoria felt emotional. She had spent years building businesses and chasing success. Somewhere along the way, she had forgotten how powerful simple kindness could be. That evening, she invited Daniel and Lily to dinner. 4 hours they talked. Victoria learned about his struggles, his sacrifices, and his dreams for his daughter. Lily shared stories about school and her love for science. Victoria listened carefully. By the end of the night, she had made a decision. The following week, she called Daniel. I have a job offer for you. Daniel was confused. A cleaning position. Victoria laughed. No. An engineering position. Daniel was speechless. You have skills that shouldn't be ignored. Within months, Daniel was helping solve technical problems across the company. His life began to change. But what happened next changed even more lives. Together, Daniel and Victoria created a community program that trained unemployed parents in technical skills and connected them with jobs. Hundreds of families benefited. Then hundreds more. The kindness Daniel showed by thinking about others instead of himself created a ripple effect far beyond that airport runway. Years later, people still talked about the day a single dad fixed a jet in 4 minutes. But the real miracle wasn't the repair. The real miracle was what happened afterward. A billionaire learned humility. A father received a second chance. Families found hope. And an entire community became stronger because one person chose kindness. The truth is that we never know who is standing in front of us. The person others overlook may carry incredible talent. The person struggling today may change someone's life tomorrow. And one small act of kindness can create a chain reaction that reaches farther than we ever imagine. So the next time you have an opportunity to help someone, encourage someone, or simply believe in someone, take it. Because kindness isn't weakness. It's one of the strongest forces in the world. And sometimes, just like Daniel proved, the smallest gesture can fix much more than a broken machine. It can help repair hearts, restore hope, and change lives forever. This version is approximately 1,000 words, written in simple English, emotional, and suitable for YouTube storytelling narration. Here is a stronger and more viral style prompt you can use to generate a different version of the story. Write a 1,000-word emotional storytelling video script in simple, conversational English for a United States audience. Story title: The CEO bet $1 million no one could fix a jet. A single dad fixed it in 4 minutes. Requirements: start with an extremely powerful emotional hook that immediately creates suspense, curiosity, and strong emotions. The first 100 words should make viewers unable to stop watching. Open with a shocking moment where a billionaire CEO publicly offers $1 million to anyone who can repair her private jet after top engineers and experts fail. Introduce a humble single father who works a low-paying airport job and is ignored, mocked, or underestimated by everyone around him. Create strong emotional contrast between wealth and struggle, power and humility. Show how the single dad notices something everyone else misses and solves the problem in only 4 minutes. Make the crowd, engineers, and CEO react with disbelief and shock. Include emotional dialogue that feels natural and realistic. After the dramatic repair, reveal that the single father is struggling to support his child and has faced years of hardship. The CEO offers him the $1 million reward, but instead of focusing on himself, he chooses kindness and asks that part of the money be used to help struggling families. Show how his selflessness deeply changes the CEO's perspective on life. Include a heartfelt scene involving the single dad's child that makes viewers emotional. Demonstrate how one act of kindness creates a ripple effect that transforms many lives. Keep the language simple, warm, and easy to understand. Use vivid storytelling and emotional details that help viewers visualize every scene. Include moments of tension, surprise, inspiration, and hope. Avoid headings, chapter titles, bullet points, and narrator labels. After the hook, include a short call to action asking viewers to subscribe, like, and comment, and mention the channel name Kindness Paradise. Make the story feel cinematic, emotional, and highly engaging for YouTube audiences. End with a powerful life lesson about kindness, humility, and never judging people by their appearance. Finish with an uplifting ending that inspires viewers to spread kindness in their own lives. Total length should be close to 1,000 words. This prompt will produce a more emotional, viral, and YouTube retention-focused version of the story.